Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the brand Lacquer. You might have seen this video before and you are not mistaken. I had some misinformation in my last video, so I am refilming to give you the correct information. All of these, including the two creams, are releasing on May 21st, so in the description box below I will link the Rogue site, I will link their Instagram page, and then I'll link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. So I am going to start out with the two creams, and then I'm going to move on to their Petal Toppers collection, and then I'm going to move on to their Fantasy Sprinkles collection. All in all, we have a total of 13 polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So for starters, I will be using their Aqueduct Nail Strengthener underneath all of my swatches today for base coat. And then all of today's swatches will be topped off with their Desert Varnish, which is their gel-like top coat. And up first we have Comando, and this is a white cream. So here is our first coat of Comando. This one does go on nice and opaque. It's not totally opaque, so I am going to go in for a second coat. This is one that I do feel like after a couple uses it will thicken up some and become more opaque for me. So here's the second coat, and that does cover completely in 2, but my nails are super short, so depending on your application you might want 3. This one also dries nice and glossy all on its own. I would recommend top coat just for longevity, but there is 2 coats. Next up we have Meadows, and this is a avocado colored green cream. Here's our first coat of Meadows. This one's super opaque here on this first coat. Very creamy, buttery, easy to work with formula. This is another one that I think over a couple uses it will thicken up and be a one coater, especially if my nails stay this short. Formula is again very smooth, very easy to work with, no application issues whatsoever. So here is that second coat, and just like the last polish, this is going to dry decently glossy all on its own. I would recommend top coat just for longevity, so there is 2 coats. Up next we have Morning Cosmos, and this is a kind of rosy colored metallic flake in a clear base. All of these next 6 polishes are flake toppers. So these next 6 polishes do all have the same kind of formula and finish, so I will talk about them individually so I'm not wasting a ton of time since I only have a very short period per each swatch. Very smooth formulas across the board here. Up next we have Fringed Daisies Buttermellow, and this is a gold flake in a clear base. Here is Fringed Daisies Buttermellow, and I can't help but say that in Ron's voice. These do come out of the bottle really easily, and they do spread out really evenly across the nail without having to do much to any manipulation to get them to do so. There is 1 coat. Up next we have 1000 Fringed Daisies, and this is an aqua colored metallic flake in a clear base. Here's 1000 Fringed Daisies, and I do love this over this color. These are going to dry with some texture, so I would recommend a thicker glitter eating glossy top coat to finish this off. Otherwise you might need 2 coats because some of them are larger and can create more of a texture, but there's 1 coat. Up next we have Delphinium Out of Water, and this is a brighter kind of cerulean blue metallic microflake in a clear base. Here is Delphinium Out of Water, and I am out of focus. I do apologize about that. But all of these are, the removal on them isn't going to be super easy, but they're not going to be super difficult either. It's nothing like a glitter, but I find with these metallic flakes, they just get stuck in my cuticles, so it just, for me personally, requires an extra cotton ball. Up next we have Pansy for Your Thoughts, and this is a grape purple metallic micro flake in a clear base. Here is Pansy for Your Thoughts. So for all of these, you can see that they do cover really well. You could probably build them up to opacity in 3, maybe 4 coats. I didn't attempt that since they did all specify toppers, but if nothing else, if you wanted them fully opaque, you could totally sponge all of these on. Up next we have Kaleidoscope, and this is a mixture of the rose, the gold, the green aqua-ish color, the blue, and the purple metallic flake, and a clear base. And here is Kaleidoscope. I paired this with the nude. I just didn't know there's so many good things that this could have gone with, so I did pair it with the nude. This is one that I feel you could probably get full opacity within 2 coats just because it's so loaded, but there's one. And then moving on to the Fantasy Sprinkles line, we have Fairy Sprinkles here, and this is a kind of lilac colored base with a mixture of all 5 of those six of those metallic flakes that we looked at previously. So same drill, the next 5 polishes do all have similar formulas, so I'll talk about them kind of briefly in stints. Formulas are wonderful across the board. Everything's a 2-coater. Really blew my mind on that because they are acrylics and they do have the delicate elements, but everything covered really well in 2 coats. My nails again are short at this time, so depending on your application you might need 3. Up next is Birthday Sprinkles, and this is a soft kind of pastel yellow acrylic, and then it has again the mixture of all of those metallic flakes. Here is Birthday Sprinkles. So the flakes that are in here do come out again easily, and they do spread out evenly across the nail. I didn't hold any of my bottles upside down. I didn't fish for any flakes, swirl my brush around, anything like that. Everything just came out naturally and smoothly. Again, buttery smooth formulas, no application issues whatsoever across the board. So there are 2 coats. Up next we have Dino Sprinkles, and this one is a pastel green with again a mixture of those metallic flakes. Here's our first coat of Dino Sprinkles. A little bit sheer here on this first coat, but it is going to build up to opacity in 2. Just like the topper flakes, these are going to dry with the slightest bit of texture, so again I would recommend some top coat to finish this off. If you have a super thin top coat, you might need 2 coats of it to hide any texture these flakes might create. I would recommend a thicker glitter eating top coat, but there's 2 coats. Up next we have Mermaid Sprinkles, and this is a lighter pastel blue acrylic with again a mixture of metallic micro flakes. Here is Mermaid Sprinkles. This one is probably the most loaded to me with these metallic flakes in this collection. Beautiful application, again very opaque in just 2 coats. And again, just like the toppers, these ones for me are easy to remove, but they can get a little bit messy, so I just need an extra cotton ball when it comes to metallic flakes. And then lastly for today we have Unicorn Sprinkles, and this one is a pastel purple with once again the mixture of metallic micro flakes. And here is Unicorn Sprinkles. I did have a baby crawling on me during this video, so I apologize for that, but I did want to leave it in there because it just seemed so appropriate. I did, even with baby crawling on me, have an easy application, 2 coat opacity, no running, pulling, or staining. So there's 2 coats. Hey guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. I would like to know what your favorite was from each collection as well. That always intrigues me. I couldn't pick a favorite from the the Petal Toppers collection. I loved every single one of them, but from the Fantasy Sprinkles collection, I think Dino Sprinkles was my favorite, or Birthday Sprinkles. Let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.